Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of this little hamburger guy. I hope you had a chance to watch part 1. It kind of broke down how I made this model. So I import the FBX into Marmoset Toolbag 4. And if you look at the model, some of it's not subdivided, but you can go into each individual model or piece and actually up the resolution subdivision. I didn't optimize every piece. Looking at the wireframe here, it looks pretty heavy. The goal was just to get it modeled and put in here, make an image, just real quick and dirty. Sometimes, if this were a project, that's sometimes all you have. You just need to get it done, and that's why I like doing little testing myself to see. It's kind of good to get an idea how fast you can do something too. So here I'm getting the color. A long time ago on a website called 3D Total, they used to have like these speed challenges. And I think they were like for like maybe, I don't remember how long they were, but you would do a speed challenge in Zbrush and kick it out and then, you know, put it on there and just see how far you could get within the couple of hours that they set. Or I don't remember if it was a couple of hours, it's been so long, but it was like a speed challenge and it was fun. Kind of tested you to see how quick you could get stuff done, and when you started seeing how far other folks got, it pushed you to do a little bit more to get to a point. Because yeah, modeling is great, but there's also, if you do this for a living, there's also the deadline. So the more efficient or quicker you can do things sometimes is beneficial to your timeline whenever you have deadlines from clients. So right here I'm trying to get the look, the environment. You get a little happier look, happy skies, right? So each one of these materials carry over for the model, so I can kind of break it out. And what I do, I have the image to the second screen, so I do kind of sample it here and there, but try to get it close with the looking at it. I think some of it I kind of eyeball, and then some of it I kind of pick, but it's back and forth. I think this I eyeball, but there's a few times that I do pick it from the image reference. Trying to look at different ideas, just playing around. As artists, we always kind of put our own spin on something, right? I did change a few things. I'm partial to purple sometimes. I like purple. Saving the scene. So here we go. And this is the easy part to me, just kind of getting the colors in, and after that trying to get a look. What's different in ZBrush is that I don't feel like you get the same result. Since this is a real-time engine, changing the colors and looking at how it reacts to the sunlight and everything, it's so much easier to do than trying to press render, BPR render, and trying to see how it looks, and then you're like adjust something and do it again. It seems a little bit longer process for me. That's why I love Toolbag. If you're looking for like an alternative for quick rendering or for your models, and this program, you can't go wrong. I love this program. Ever since they updated it, it's just been, it's just better every day. You learn something, or they improve something, and it's pretty cool. It's not 100% perfect, but it's going in that direction. It's getting better every update and stuff like that. So, and it seems like they listen to their community. That also helps grow to be a better program. This is one of the few programs that kind of like go against the Substance from Adobe. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind Substance. I like Substance, but the cost, and when you look at what this can do versus Substance, you can get by with this program. I've gone back and forth. I've used both. I use both at times. It's just I like this one. There's a lot of things that I like about it. So again, the little lights from the HDR. This is pretty cool. You can actually get a nice little result. This is something that, like, you know, just little things, changing the light as you get it. So now you can add those little touches to it. I'm trying to get a look blending with that background. The colors are so vibrant, popping in your face. It's a silly character. I think for me, a lot of times I try to set up the lighting real early before I start getting too many colors in. At times, I didn't really do it this time, but sometimes it's good to get your lighting in if you're going to start doing materials, because the materials are going to react to that light. You know, every model's different too, so there's no hard rules to say one way or another, right? It's just whatever works. Here, I turn on the ray tracing. Let's get that. Looks like a little toy model you'll get from like McDonald's or something. You get the cheesy burger guy. Next time in your Happy Meal. So, pretty cool. So what am I playing with there? Let me see what it says. The lighting, I was trying to see if I can get a little different reaction out of it, but it is real close to him, and I didn't really adjust it. I could have pushed see where that sphere came out of? It's inside of his head, the lighting. So if I pushed it out and put a spotlight, it'd be a little different, but yeah, I was happy with what it looked like. That shadow catcher helps to capture the lighting, the shadows. I think I turned it off on the second light. What is this? Yeah, shadow catcher. Lighten the opacity. That way it makes that backdrop look like it's got a ground. Start playing with the settings, seeing if it improves anything. GPU, CPU. Ambient. This helps. Not much though. I like to play with settings sometimes just to see what they do. So if you ever see me playing around with like back and forth, yeah, that's what I do. Playing with colors. There's not really much to this model. The shoes are where it came in. It'll be a little bit of an issue. And this is sped up just slightly. It's not sped up too fast, but it's sped up just enough to get the time in there. I'm creating a paint project. I was going to paint up the shoes, and that's probably the only part of this model that needed some of the extra loving. So I love playing with this option to paint. There are a few things in here that probably could be improved on. I tried to do a rectangular mask at the feet and then the fill, but it didn't capture all the way to the back. Maybe that's me not knowing setting, but I had issues with it. I couldn't figure it out. So you can see here I'm trying to mask it off. If it would have done the whole way, you see that to the bottom right, this would have been perfect. For some reason it just didn't clip that last piece, and I was trying to find if there's a way to turn that on. And it could be on my part. I probably didn't know a setting. Need to do a little homework on that one. But every update they've seemed to kind of tackle what's missing. So I kind of do it here. Trying to get it close enough. Feel the shoes. But even there, it misses something. I don't remember why. I don't know what I did differently. Maybe it was a mapping or something. It's the little things in here that I'm still kind of working out. And that's part of learning a program. You just kind of try to do your best with what you got. And I think it's something to do with the mapping. But there, I got it. Broke out the bottom piece. So, looking at the lighting. Some of it I just go into color. You can see the bottom. It didn't work. And that's the thing, is that I had issues with this. I was just like, come on. So the reason why I show you part where I mess up is because, yeah, there's gonna be times where you're in this program or any program, you're just like, I don't know. So you're seeing my troubleshooting of figuring it out. Just kind of work your way backwards. It doesn't hurt. Just kind of break it apart and see what's going on. And if anything, look online, do some homework. Just trying to see if there's any kind of poly groups that carried over, is what you're seeing right here. If they had anything. And to get those, you actually need to bake it onto itself. And I think the mesh was too heavy to do that. Or not, I could have done it. I just think I was just trying to be in a hurry. The other thing, I was thinking that if the mesh was separated at the feet, it would pull it off, but it didn't, so it's whatever. But you can see right there, that's some of the mapping. So that was based on the UV. So I don't know if I changed the UV setting, but sometimes even then, I don't know if Zbrush unwrapped it correctly either. So that could have led to some of my issues. A lot of times, if you want something to work right in this program for Marmoset, you really need to unwrap it correctly. But I factored that this is going to be like a basic shoe. So I went old school. I'm just going to paint it back in. Kind of like those little toy models. You got to get the paintbrush out and start painting it. And this seemed to work, this technique. Just a little bit longer process. I was trying to kick it in and out, get it done real quick, selection and fill and done. But that wasn't the case. That was odd too right there. I think the mapping wasn't right. I could have probably put it to triplanar on its own. layer and it would have worked, but it's okay. See that means right there you can see that there's mapping issues, that there's overlapping geometry on the unwrap, possibly. It's all right. We we got what we needed. I just needed to get this little piece done and called it a day. See, carried to the back. I was like, ooh. But we don't look back there, so don't look behind the shoes. But this is where I think I do put the triplanar and fix it. Or I don't put the white thing at all. I just leave it. Let's see. Let's see if we fix it. No, I think I leave it. Because that is something I would have had to go back to the program, unwrap it, bring it back in, and then that would have been that. So I think I just kind of left it as is. I was like, it can all be blue. What else did I have? I'm trying to think what else. This is a playback, so I'm kind of talking over what I did before. What else could I have done? Oh, I think I was thinking about adding like a little detail to fabrics or something to the hat, maybe. I don't know, but changed my mind. Maybe I was gonna go with the plastic look. So now you can start seeing me going through presets inside of here, and those are pretty cool. I love all the presets. Look at that. That's neat. I don't know. Then you can tweak them even after that. That one's fun looking. I think I end up with just the default. That one's like an Instagram feel, old feel. They all got their own mood. Didn't have it quite the same as the default. I'm just trying to push and pull. Nope. Exposures, nah. Alright. Let's go to the little. So there's a little blooms. You can add a little bloom, kind of give it a little highlight, play with that. Some vignettes to kind of focus in. Just a little vignette. Not too much, because you'll get banding. The little bandings on the side if you get too heavy. But that little grain will help break that up. Playing with the tone mapping, just gotta see. You gotta play around with these programs. If you stick with just the same things over and over again, you'll get the same result over and over again. So sometimes it's good to kind of play. That's why I like these little tasks, these little challenges, little hamburger guy models. Just real quick, but they're not gonna. It's not going to hurt you to play around with some of the settings, depth of field here and there. See what works, because once you get, this kind of worked out in these small phases, when it comes to a bigger project, it's not so bad. So this is about where it's at. This is near the end of the video. Short video. It's just kind of showing you how this got to be to the final image and little cheesy guy. And so hope this was somewhat informative. This wasn't too in-depth. You saw my issue with the shoe, something I need to re-unwrap, but I'm gonna call this done, and this is what you get, little cheesy hamburger guy. So happy you watched this video. Hope it was informative. Hope you have a great day.